And this is called slicing. That's a great way to think about it. Up to, but not including. Thank you for that. What's this look like? So we're just printing out the entire list from starting point of 1 till it ends, right? And what about if we print movies and we say something kind of opposite? Okay, we just pull out When Harry Met Sally because we slice and we stop at 1. So we're only pulling out the first movie there. Okay, somebody already spoiled it. We won't name names, guys. You can name names. But snitches get stitches. Just remember that. Snitches get stitches. Alright. Let's check the -1 out. Pulls out The Exorcist. So, -1 pulls the last item out of the list. Okay. And lastly, we can also print the length of this and see how many movies are in this list here. Got 4 movies in list. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, on to some other tricks. Let's say we want to add a movie to this list. Say we want to add in Jaws. We'll just type movies.append Jaws. Now, if we say print movies, where do we think Jaws is going to be at? Beginning, middle, end, random? Yeah, -1. Right, the end. Jaws is now in at the end. Okay, what if we wanted to remove Jaws? Could do this cool little trick called pop. If you don't give any number to pop, pop just removes the last item in the list. So if we pop this list here, and we say print movies, okay, try it again, you'll see that Jaws is now gone. Okay, we've got a food theme going, White Rose. It's alright. Alright, let's say we wanted to remove a specific item. Let's get rid of... we'll get rid of The Hangover. Let's say it was The Hangover 3 and we didn't like it. Okay, well, we'll put in 1. Remember, it's a second item in our list. Print movies again. You can see The Hangover is now gone. Okay. We can also pair these lists together. Let's take a look at that. I'm going to copy, paste this whole thing again. Just keep the same list. And let's add to this another list. Let's say for person, let's say that my favorite movie is When Harry Met Sally. And I don't know, we'll say Jake likes The Hangover. And Leah likes Perks of Being a Wallflower because she's British and loves Emma Watson. And we know Jeff likes The Exorcist. So we'll do that. Okay. So now, let's say we want to combine these two together. Let's say we want to pair it up just the way it is. Okay, let's call another variable. We'll call it combine. We can do something called zip. We say zip, movies, person, and then we're going to print it out as a list combine. So zip is storing it into memory, I believe is how that works, and then you put it down into a list. And we print the list, and you can see that, okay, I like this movie, Jake likes The Hangover, Leah likes The Perks of Being a Wallflower, and Jeff likes The Exorcist. Yeah, neat little trick. It's listception. It is a list in a list. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So that's really it for list. What happens if you have 4 movies but 3 people? That's a good question. You won't have anything there. Let's see. Let's just take out Jeff. Bye, Jeff. Let's try it again. Ah, look. It's just gone. There is no Exorcist tied to Jeff. There's no Exorcist at all. We just exercised Jeff. I'll add Jeff back. There's been requests for Jeff to come back. All right. Okay, he's there. Let's be happy. Okay, somebody just mentioned tuples. We're going to talk about tuples really quick. Very quick. We might actually get done early. I don't know. Okay, tuples have parentheses and cannot change. So think of a tuple as a list that cannot be modified. So what's good for that? Let's say like grades. If we know grades are always A, B, C, D, and F, we can print out a grade similar to before. What are you going on about, Scott? It's too smart for me. Oh. Typo. Okay. Tuples have parentheses and cannot change. I did not print the whole tuple because I just printed a 1 out. Might save. Try it again. Alright, we printed B. But we couldn't sit here and pop the tuple. We couldn't append the tuple. The tuple is static. It's a good way to think about it. So there are also dictionaries, which I don't think we're getting to dictionaries tonight. If we do it next week, we'll cover dictionaries, we'll cover classes. Let's see, we've got looping left, and then we're going to cover some code. We'll talk about code. Remind you on the AMA. It looks like the AMA might start early. Okay, so we're going to be going into looping. Okay. We're going to print for loops, start to finish of iterate. It's a good way to think about them. So remember that we were doing for loops last week, right? So we did a for loop when we were going through our IP addresses. Oh, okay, so question on the tuple. The tuple is, why is the tuple a tuple? If you look, the tuples have parentheses. The lists have brackets. See the bracket? See the parentheses? That is the slight difference. What is the word when they can't be changed? Is it immutable? Is that the correct word? I don't have all my coding language down. Immutable. Yeah. So we're immutable. Okay. So when we talk about looping now, we're going to do something like I was talking about last week. Last week was when we looped through our IP address, right? We said, okay, we want to go through a sequence of 1 through 255, and we want to do that until it's done. So we had an iterate. The iterate was 1 to 255. We're going to continue through until we are done. That's really the theory behind a loop. The for loop is through the iterate, right? So for 1, for 2, for 3, for 255, until we finish, then we're done. Now there's while loops as well, and while loops are a little bit different. And we'll go over both of those and why they're different. So let's look at a for loop again. Let's just declare a list here. We'll declare some vegetables. I don't like vegetables, so I don't care what your favorite vegetables are. They're all gross to me. How can I not like vegetables? Pizza is a vegetable, thank you. I plead the fifth on the vegetables. Alright, we've got vegetables defined. We could do a quick little loop that says for x in vegetables, print x. All this is doing is for x, which x's can be whatever you want to call this. You can call it veggies or whatever. For veggies and vegetables, you print x. All we're going to do is iterate through this list until we're done, and then we're going to stop iterating. A happy little loop. Yeah, we're like Bob Ross here. We have a happy little loop. So, remember last week, same thing. We were for 1 through 255. As soon as we hit 255, we were done. This is the same concept. So let's go ahead and save this. You see here, cucumber, spinach, cabbage. Okay, we loop through that. I like hitting the button. It gives me purpose, Leah. All right, let's talk about while loops. These execute as long as true. Again, remember, capitalized D, just trying to emphasize that. Okay, a common way you're going to see these. We'll declare I equal to 1. And a lot of times you'll see while I is, let's just say less than 10. We'll print I. And on top of that, we're going to say I is plus equal to 1. So this is going to count up to 10, essentially.